do my thing, 6 range just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, hit the hole, then I ran it. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline.
It seems like only yesterday we were here for Super Bowl 52 and now back for the road to the Super Bowl here in the Twin Cities at US Bank Stadium. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
He's taken down at the 23.
Ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 16 yards, a first down. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
10 at the 34-yard line.
On The Jets sweep. Here comes Jefferson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on, because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
First carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Barkley on the carry.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. It's a quarterback sneak, and he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal. And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Going to give this time to the tailback. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Bears' 7-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they come up now 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So this will make it into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
throwing here to start the drive. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Side, a completion to his tight end. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
3rd and less than a yard.
To the 34-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
A loss of a yard brings up 4th down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
On downs.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Shotgun now. Here's an inside give. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
To the 10-yard line. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They're going for Jefferson downfield. In a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
When I was in school, math was not my strong suit, but I did learn enough to know how to play cover 3. 2 corners and a safety divide up the field in thirds. On this play, the corner didn't get fooled by anything in front of him. Kept his coverage all the way down the sideline in the deep third position and makes the interception.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll get this one into the hands of Lewis. And he goes out right around the 39. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
6. First down, Chicago.
Out to the left, flat and complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 8 at the 47.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Incomplete on the deep ball. It's 3rd down and 8 yards to go.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. Fielded in the end zone. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And he is down deep in the Minnesota territory. A huge play there for Chicago. Give him 55 yards on the ground. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears turn that interception into a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point after.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? the back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Running back, and he will have a Vikings first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
36-yard line.
Looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. There he goes inside the 30. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bears have taken the lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. On play action, they'll throw. He will find his man on the outside. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. They set up the screen. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. To throw again. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll look to throw now on first down. This one brought in by Jefferson. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard
A
line.
first down carry for Barkley. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 8.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Reese. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the first down. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. It is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears will get the football back. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning looming.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop in the football game.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback in the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Tonight's final.
Their coaching staff, they were pretty adamant beginning of the year. Our goal is to get to the Super Bowl. Well, they made it to the playoffs. That's part 1, but they fall a little bit short.
And to me, once again, it exemplifies just how difficult it is to not just make the playoffs, but to win games in the playoffs. So you can set your goals high, but if anything is off during that time, you have some key injuries or you just don't play well, you get a bad matchup where that team just has better strength than you in certain areas, this is how it ends. So I don't think it's a total loss of a season, but obviously didn't get where they wanted to go.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Everybody used to pick at me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood thinner. Just stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like a making